What a horrible person that is. Who even is this Chills guy? I'll try reporting multiple videos like this and some fake Beth makes.
How's it going, everybody? The secret agent Chome has returned. He likes his French onion soup fakin', not third. He's back with some brand new leaks, and the only question that is being posed at the moment is, what are the oranges for? No, it's not because the Chome is the final boss battle of scurvy. No, that's not the reason at all. It's because the Chome has been up to some dastardly tactics. He's been striking and flagging channels the last couple of weeks. Now, it started off like a couple months back with the Chin universe catching like 2 or 3 strikes, but he got it down to 1 and the Chome declared victory. Little did he know it didn't accomplish anything and just made him look worse in the eyes of everybody. And then 5,000 more leaks would happen and just make that pale in comparison because I mean they just got worse and worse and worse. But at least for once we don't have to see any degeneracy. Well, it's the Chome, so there is degeneracy involved with it, but this is just him talking and complaining mainly about how bad his financials are and how much he hates me and Bloodspeth and that he's been flagging our channels and trying to get his weird Discord friends to do the same. That's right, he's pulling a full Jeremy Hamblin. He's going full quartering mode, and you know what? When you go full quartering, you can't come back from it. And before we jump into this video, I just got one more thing on my mind. I wonder how the Chome's weekend went. I bet it was fantastic. After he is sitting there on all fours with the most dastardly picture of all time. I mean, it was absolutely heinous. On all fours, surrounded by filth, almost merging with the muck he created, while his mom is sitting in the back just begging for him to do something with his life, or at the very least, get her off the couch. She is in desperate need to be pulled off the couch, Nova. Please stop complaining about me and Bloodspeth and do something with your life. I mean, it's so simple. Help mom or complain about creators who are doing live streams. It's a very simple solution. But hey, what's more important, your family or your obsession? I'm gonna say your family, but the Chome picks the latter.
Figured I'd make a group with Edwin since we're all against fake Beth.
Hey.
Oh, sure. Hey, Raven.
How are you?
Oh, good. You?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. Dude, here's you as a role in his server. I'll go undercover with my ult.
How did you get access?
I'm not in. I saw this tag on someone and clicked it. Like how I got KYBR next to my name. Anyhow, once I'm on my PC, I'm gonna join with my old Discord and see why there's a tag of your name.
Proves he's obsessed with cows.
Exactly what you said last time.
All the videos on the second channel are about me. Except for one, which is about Timber Bowman.
I've noticed the reason he put them there was, with the files. It was so he didn't get Chin taken down.
He didn't put on his main because he didn't want to risk getting striked.
You could get the second channel striked. I'll help you out once I'm on my PC.
That's not satisfying enough. Oh yeah, by the way, we got his real name now. And this time, it's real.
The Chome is one dangerous man. Secret Agent Chome is no one to play with. Unfortunately for him, he had a couple spies in his own Discord, or at least somebody who got paranoid enough to start leaking everything, because that's kind of what I heard, and he got betrayed a little bit. But either way, unfortunately for his sake, it wasn't for Chome's eyes only anymore, and it's now revealed to each and every one of us how pathetic these doxing attempts are. He's got like 4 or 5 people sitting in there like, hey, you see these guys who are exposing me for being a full-blown predator? We have absolutely got to strike down each and every one of their videos with almost no success. Besides when Chin started losing some videos like a couple months back and then got almost every single one of them restored, all the strikes removed, I don't know if the Chome has ever successfully got a single video taken down. And the most wild part is, if he ever did, it would probably be because of the degeneracy that he was talking about himself. Nothing the content creator really did. It's all about what the Chome has done himself. But he'll sit there and say, no, this is each and everyone else's fault, while he participates in the same exact activities. I have never heard of somebody sitting there saying, I am going to dox Nova. I am going to get him finally. That just never happens. But the Chome is in his Discord servers like, listen, we've got to thop them right now. Before we know it, he's going to be so starting his Injustice League, like Cyrax, trying to pull all the lolcows together. He's a big fan of Danny Larson. He's gonna call him up. Listen here, Daniel, I know where Grace is, and if you help me, I can help you. I am a secret agent. Tome, of course, tries to get a hold of Cyrax, but Cyrax is like, no, I would never work with someone like you. I've got 3 boyfriends right now. I got my own things going on. You stay away from me, chome. And then he would try to talk to Tofiichu, but he would be so flabbergasted. He would be so in love. I don't think he could even spit a word out. But, you know, just so you guys know, some of you might not be aware of this, about every single live stream that I do, if I'm covering Tofiichu at any point, I promise you, at any point I'm covering the big Toph, the chome, his heart breaks, it shatters into a million pieces, and he has to defend his woman. There's a reason there's a middle finger next to her name on the chome list, and it's not because he hates her that much, it's because he loves her, and that's how he truly feels. That's his passion. The chome will come into my stream as soon as Tofiichu is mentioned and start spamming Gennaro Jackson, thinking that he's finally got me or Bloodspeth. I'm not really sure which at this point, but he thinks he's got somebody just to defend his woman's honor, and it's so funny. Tofiichu would choose Studchu every single time. She would leave the chome sad and broken. Another Sad Boy Eats videos popping off. The Olive Garden is getting hit up for sure. And after all that's over, he can just squirm into his Discord server and think, guys, I finally figured out who Bloodspeth is and I'm serious this time. He swears on everything. And then he attempts to dox Bloodspeth again on live stream, and it just backfires on him completely because, well, that's just not who Bloodspeth is. This is your second failed doxing attempt, chome. It first happened with Kiwi Tapes. Now, I will admit, you went way above and beyond with Kiwi. You did some heinous stuff with him, but you still tried to dox Bloodspeth. How much worse can this get? The chome might be one of the most vile human beings on the earth. There is no limit to this guy. It never stops with him.
What is it?
Jaden, and this is 2 sources.
What are sources?
Someone who used to talk to him for a long time and is a cover agent under me. And also, one of my friends.
Do I know what he looks like?
No. I had 2 names before. Patricio and Gennaro Jackson.
Hopefully the person with this information is not Alice.
Oh, hi. Censored is already based. She in the South Park server.
FYI, Censored, we don't dox fake spef here. We just gather info on how obsessed they are.
Sounds good. Yeah, I love that show.
Taking a break from watching South Park so I can...
Classic.
I think he's told all of us. It's Jaden.
Oh,
Oops, sorry Raven, didn't mean to ping you.
is he black?
Now thankfully, you're in Atlanta. We think he is.
Why?
That's where he lives.
I see.
Nova's going all out on Bloodspeth, isn't he? He's uncovered each and every aspect about this man, even using some stereotypical thought processes along the way. I mean, he got his first, middle, and last for sure. Guaranteed, that's it. Patricio Gennaro Jackson. Dang it, he's got Bloodspeth where he wants him, you know. Bloodspeth is probably going to hang up the mic sometime soon, you know. Fade into Atlanta, just like the chome wanted. You know, the chome just can't handle being mauled by an 18-year-old who's just barely out of high school. First off, he's like, you're 18. That's a year older than I like, you know. That's one of my least favorite numbers. I don't know why, but damn it. Gets me every time, just like you dastardly Bloodspeth. And just because I'm so pissed off at you and Chilla and Smokey and everyone else, I'm gonna be losing my mind on stream and trying to dox you. Even though right in the text he's like, well guys, listen, we're just gathering information. We're not going to use this, especially here, until I rage out on stream. That's the only time we're allowed to use this. And it gets even funnier when they're deciding what race Bloodspeth is, and they start lemur maxing all of a sudden, and they're like, yeah, the dude is black. And what is Nova's logic? It's because Bloodspeth is from Atlanta. That is some crazy work. I'll have you guys know that Bloodspeth is in fact from from the islands of Samoa. He rafted over here. He could have taken a plane, but he decided, I want to mog Nova. I want to show him what a real man is. He rafted over just so he could start making videos on the chome in the homeland of America, just so he's closer. Big ups to Bloodspeth for all the hard work he's putting in. You know, me and him, we got to suffer from the attacks by the chome, and you know what? I think he might get it a little bit worse. In fact, I'm gonna say he does.
Nova, you said you would keep his name private. Seriously? I trusted you. The first chance you got, you do it back.
I wasn't planning to. I was in the heat of the moment. And plus, he denied it, so...
No, she denied it. It's his name.
You should tell him. He was nervous about it. Maybe take a break if you need to. Yeah, you might have come first.
Okay, I've lost enough brain cells.
Yeah, it's all yap.
Nothing.
Someone sent fake spent $200. Yeah.
On top of my stress, my mom is also sick.
Is she okay?
God is really testing my patience. She looks fine right now, yeah. If she doesn't eat soon, I'm not going to be happy.
Go be with her. We will keep an eye here for you.
At this point, I'll just go myself.
Don't, dude. You need to relax. Go be with your mom, man. We will let you know if anything happens, okay?
Do you want me to make you end stream? Also, you can address your lie to me.
Yo, famous. Woo!
I thought his Insta was private.
I don't want Blood or Key or anyone to make a video on me. They think there's an incest thing going on, but that's such a lie.
As long as we know the truth, nothing will happen.
My brother already put me in this video. I made my TikTok and Instagram private for now.
Finally got my first sale in a week.
Did you ship mine yet, lol?
Not yet. I'm playing catch up on orders.
No worries. It's on a sale. I did that and got over $1,000 last month. It is. It was public first, but then trolls found it and was spam following.
So besides all of the degeneracy that Nova Online has been unleashing upon our eyes with these leaks, one thing you can also pick up on is that his mom's health is in the trenches. Normally, it's not surprising that Nova would be sympathy baiting off something like that, so you could assume that, you know, maybe she's not doing too bad, but after the neighbor interview and they released the pictures of her just lying in the gravel as Nova went inside to, you know, I would say to record a TikTok, but you know he wasn't been productive whatsoever. He probably just went inside and laid down and started complaining about things. But ever since then, we've came to the understanding that, you know, mom's health not doing great. So what is Nova choosing to do instead of, I don't know, pulling her up off the couch? The only thing that he's required to do for her, lift her off of the sofa. He's sitting in his room complaining to his Discord friends while they're literally telling him, go be with your mom, about Bloodspeth getting $200. Now I know that someone else said it like, hey, I can't believe Bloodspeth made a $200 donation, but Nova was equally frustrated with it. He's like, how could my haters be getting good donations? How could people like these guys? And it's like, Nova, it's not incredibly hard to have a decent reputation on the internet, be somewhat likable to your viewers, be nice to them whenever you see them, and just not complain about your life and cry about things whenever you're on video camera. It normally doesn't work out for anybody, let alone you, and nothing is going to improve your situation. There's no cameo that someone's going to give you. There's no amount of money that's going to change anything. You have destroyed your reputation in more ways than one. Even when new leaks come out and it's not full of degeneracy, you're still doing bad things that would ruin your reputation on the internet. Now, false flagging myself and Bloodspeth, that's pretty bad, but it pales in comparison to the terrible things that you've actually done. It's just another thing to point at and say, Nova, you just keep on going. You become more and more like Cyrax as the days go on. Like, a matter of fact, at this point, you are just an amalgamation of Rax and Chris Chan. There's no other way to put it, and by all means, you've secured your spot on the lolcow Mount Rushmore.
What a horrible person that is. Who even is this Chills guy? I'll try reporting multiple videos like this and some fake spec makes, but sadly you should do fuck all.
Chilla's like Limo without the incest and shiz. People are charging back cameras.
Don't put F into them.
No, I mean, they're disputing the charges through their bank instead of asking a video or something. Charging back international purses is a felony.
I hope they don't get money back.
My cameo balance went into the negative by $30.
How to make a post for discounted cameos.
Thank you again.
Block him. I'll add it to the harassment files. Harassment files has 115 pics now, and videos. Fake Speth is live, and guess who's finally not in the stream title? What do you want to DM this Fake Speth?
I'm telling him to tell Robert to delete the video about me.
You said you were getting boring. Are you a minor? Because if you are, he has to delete it. If you're not a minor, then you're cooked.
I'm not a minor.
No, she's
Yeah, then you asking for it here, please, isn't gonna work.
Did he use copyrighted content?
He posted my Etsy and Depop shop, along with both of my Instagram.
Because if so, I might be able to get it taken down like I did with Chin.
Yep, Nova, I think those copyright strikes are going to work really well when, like myself and many other people, don't even really use your content. Maybe as B-roll and things of that nature. Now, it's actually kind of funny, the one they're talking about. I actually did use some of Nova's TikToks. We talked about them a little bit. But if you cut things down, you know, every 5 minutes, you know, you add some commentary, you do a little bit of editing, you know, that doesn't apply. And also, you know, I cut in between plenty instead of 5 minutes. You know, Nova just doesn't have any ground, and you can tell he doesn't really understand how the copyright laws work. He's just false reporting people because he's upset. He gets into his sad boy modes. There's no Dickies, there's no Olive Garden in sight, so he just starts flagging people. And even some of his cohorts, some of his contemporaries, some of the oddest of the odd are like, dude, that's not even how it works. I've been making some lemur videos for my vacation that's coming up in the next week, since it's not time sensitive or anything, and as I listen to his commentaries, they're night and day difference compared to what he did. Like, I normally talk about the bad things that you do, Chome. I don't have to attack any of your looks or anything of that nature. I can just talk about your actions. Simply as that. As I watched Lemur's videos, I was like, oh man, he does talk about looks a lot. That is mainly what he's attacking. Now, the subject matter is the same because, well, we're in the same niche, but night and day difference on the commentary and how it works. When I make my bigger videos, my documentaries and things of that nature, I actually write them out and plan them and think about them and like, hey, how is this affecting the person? How can I express this to the viewers and make the viewers think and things of that nature, instead of just making a very long video and titling it Lolcow Documentary like Lemur did. He would stick to the same style. It's just a commentary video, no more thought, nothing else in it except for the fact, hey, I'm just going to make a really long video and just change the title up a little bit. The stark differences between us. And you would know that, Chome, if you would just accept Lemur's offer of having a podcast together. I think you two would do just fine. But really, that's the least that we could hope for. And, you know, the Chome's business is failing. He's only getting one sale. he can barely stand afloat. And if you're only getting one sale, Nova, it's not a business. This is the hobbyist of hobbies. And it's kind of wild when you have a platform with what, over 200,000+ followers? You might have 400,000+ followers and you're making one sale. This is something you promote in every video. I want you to know that means your reputation is cooked. Your product could actually be garbage, but if you have 400,000 followers, at least more than one person is going to buy it. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Before we go, big shout out to Solidus Nova and Bloodspeth. Go follow Solidus's Twitter and Bloodspeth's YouTube. I'll link them down below. But with all that said, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, follow all the socials down below, leave a comment as well, hype the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.